In this lesson, we are going to perform some data entry, and in order to do this, we need to open a new workbook. So we go to File, then we go to New, then we open a new blank workbook. So assuming you have been sent on a trip to perform a task, and all expenses you made on your trip, you need to account for them, or you need to account for it. So with this, we will have to enter them on an Excel sheet. So you start by entering the headings. So the headings is expenses. So we have expenses. So after entering expenses, so you see that I've made a mistake. So you can just click on the backspace to delete the N, then you put the S over there. Then after entering, you have not committed the record. So in order to commit it, you can press the Enter key or the Tab key, and when you press the Enter key, it will move you to the next sheet, the next row. And when you press on the Tab key, it will move to the next column. So I'm going to press the Enter key. So I want to be on the next row. So over here, I'm going to type my transportation expense. So transport. Then I enjoy breakfast whilst on the trip. So breakfast. Then I had some lunch. Then I also slept, so accommodation. Then I'm going to enter the values. So let's say the transportation cost me about 300 because I went to different places. Then breakfast cost me 150, or let me say 60 cedis. Then the lunch also cost me, let's say 80 cedis, and accommodation 300. So now let's take a look at a few things over here. So you see, these are tests, and we see that tests are always aligned to the left, and we have the values, and values are aligned to the right. So with this, we can perform some calculation. We'll be going in depth into calculation. So here we just click on auto sum to perform this calculation for us. So this is our total for the expenses we made. So I just click on it and I underline it. Yes, so this is our total. So now let's say, for instance, I want to make some changes to the expenses. So I have transportation here, I have transport here. So now I want to make a transportation. So this is what you can do. You can just click on it, then come to the formula bar and type transportation and add your changes to it. Or you can as well double click on it. To make the changes. So I can delete some, I can delete it and also do it again. So transportation. So let's say, for instance, maybe this actually cost me 350. So I just enter 350, and accommodation cost me, okay, let me just maintain accommodation. So now, assuming I made a mistake, and let's say I want to delete the accommodation because maybe it was a return journey, so there was no accommodation. So you can highlight it and just click on the delete on your keyboard, and it will delete it. And there's another delete over here. With this delete, if you use this delete, it will delete the entire cells. But when you click on the delete button on your keyboard, that will maintain the cell. So let's assume we are using this kind of delete. So we delete the entire row so that it has shifts our data upwards. So you need to be careful when using it, because if you have other several sheets or several data, it may cause displacement in your data.